And after that video, if I start to ugly cry, somebody's going to have to get me together. On behalf of the 2019 class, I would like to thank all the faculty, family, and friends that have gathered here tonight to celebrate this occasion with us. I have had the honor and privilege of being the class representative for this group over the last 3 years. My job has been to act as a liaison between the class and faculty concerning test dates and other important events while here at Union. I can tell you that getting through the first year of anesthesia school may very well have been the hardest for all of us. It was difficult to adjust from work and family life to studying day in and day out, chasing the dream that we were after. 3 years have passed, and now all of our hard work and dedication have set the stage for this very week of graduation. First, let me pause and thank our anesthesia faculty for choosing us to be in this program. The work that you all put into the program does not go unnoticed. Your passion and desire to transform nurses such as us into anesthesia providers has been evident throughout this program. Each of you are not only distinguished nurse anesthetists, but also genuine in your love for Christ. We cannot say thank you enough for all that you've done for the class of 2019. We should also thank a few special professors from the biology department, Dr. James Mahan, Dr. James Huggins, and Dr. Tony Womble. These men have been excellent professors teaching anatomy and physiology, gross anatomy, and pathophysiology. They are extremely smart individuals that have challenged us in tough subjects, but we are better practitioners as a result of what we have learned in their courses. Their knowledge and experience within their specialty is impeccable, and I think each of us up here tonight should strive to be experts in our field just as these professors have shown to us. In addition, I would like to extend our thanks to Dr. Kelly Hardin, the Dean for Union's College of Nursing, as well as Dr. Patsy Critchfield, who's here with us tonight, Associate Dean of the Graduate Nursing Programs. Dr. Hardin didn't mention this, but she's a recent double lung transplant recipient due to a rare lung condition. She actually got her new lungs earlier this year, and I think she's doing well. We extend our thanks to these professors and faculty members for their contribution to our education. I'm glad Dr. Mahan's here tonight because I'm going to pick on him a little bit. So please allow me to tell you a story about how everything began for the class of 2019. I hope you're ready. On our first day of class, I can remember walking into Dr. Mahan's anatomy and physiology course. None of us really knew each other. It was the first day of class. We didn't know what to expect in class. We had heard that Dr. Mahan did not like for anyone to be late or talking in class, so I think we were all afraid to do anything other than listen and take notes. At the beginning of class, he laid out some ground rules, one of which is that he did not give bathroom breaks since class was only 2 hours long. Fair enough. So class begins, and he is lecturing some difficult topics right out of the gate. After the first hour, we were all thinking we're doomed, and we will never pass this course. At 2 hours, we were exhausted, and in our heads, begging for mercy, hoping he would stop. When he had lectured for 3 hours, an hour longer than class was scheduled, without a bathroom break, we knew CRNA school was going to be harder than anything we had ever done in our lives. Just so we're clear, you recall that I said this is the first day of anesthesia class. Nobody knew anybody. No, we didn't know each other's personalities. Of all the people in our class, it was Nicole Riviera, one of the quietest people in the class, that raised her hand and said, "Dr. Mahan, if we're going to keep lecturing, can we have a restroom break?" And it was then that he realized he had lectured 1 hour longer than he was supposed to. And he did let us leave the first day of anesthesia school. And as we all left class that day, we were probably thinking, what just happened? Each semester continued to prove more difficult and time-consuming than the last. We would begin to learn basics of anesthesia, how to intubate, how to perform a spinal or epidural, as well as placing a central line. We spent time together in simulation, watching Dr. Foster be the maddest neurosurgeon you've ever worked with, or the craziest drug addict on PCP. Dr. Foster, none of us were ready for that day in simulation. On our first day of clinical, we probably all needed 10 milligrams of Valium for the anxiety that we had. Soon, we would start to get the swing of things in the OR, slowly building confidence in our skills and ability to perform an induction and successful intubation. After our last final and anesthesia courses was complete, I think we all could begin to breathe a sigh of relief. We were now beginning to see there was an end in sight. Quite possibly, one of the most bizarre transformations in anesthesia school is when your status changes from junior to senior. We have some of those back in the back that have just became seniors. You've been in clinical for 1 year at this point. You're watched like a hawk. No one is willing to let you out of their sight because you're a junior. In their eyes, you're still dangerous and unsafe. Strangely, we go from not knowing anything on Friday at 3 p.m. to anesthesia staff Monday morning at 6:30 a.m. Not only do they trust you because you're now a senior, but this is a new rotation. You've never been here before. They don't know you. You've never worked with them. They've never worked with you. But as the conversation goes, you're a senior now, right? Yes, I am. But this is my first day as a senior. And you're doing this as you're chasing the board runner down the hallway. That part about the first day of a senior, they don't hear. The next question you hear is, can you staff room 19 today? Thank you. Have a good day. Throughout our time here at Union, we have shared many laughs and struggles at the same time. Anesthesia school will test every ounce of your grit, determination, and perseverance to achieve a goal that you were sure you wanted. There have been countless hours of sleep lost to studying for tests, writing papers, preparing care plans, and reading about cases the night before clinical. We have been living out of suitcases for the last 2 years as we traveled to hospitals in West Tennessee, Northern Mississippi, and Western Kentucky. No longer will we have to worry about whether we tape the patient's eyes or the endotracheal tube correctly. But the next time that we step into an operating room, we will be developing an anesthetic plan for our patients and making our own decisions. Life never stops regardless of the season that we are currently living in at the moment. Our class has experienced new births as well as the death of a close family member or friend, among other difficult times. It is with the most extreme gratitude to our family and friends. We thank you all for supporting us through the past 3 years. We know that we have missed so many special events such as birthdays, anniversaries, or the birth of a niece or a nephew. Several of my classmates either had children while in the program or entered the program with children and have missed out on ball games, school programs, or watching their children grow in the first few months of life. I applaud you for the sacrifices that you have made to ensure a better future for your family. And to our families, you all have sacrificed so much to allow us to chase our dreams of becoming a CRNA. We all have waited for the time that we will no longer have to tell you we cannot talk because we need to study. We know that it has been difficult for our family and friends to wait on us, to have very little time with us, yet you all have just supported us. We could not have done this without your encouragement and your patience. So the class of 2019 says thank you to everyone sitting here before us, and even those that cannot be here with us tonight. When we arrived on campus for our orientation week, there was a Bible verse used during those few days. It was Psalm 90:17, which says, "May the favor of the Lord our God rest on us. Establish the work of our hands for us." Yes, establish the work of our hands. In addition, I thought 1 Peter 4:10 and 11 was appropriate, which states, "Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others, as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. If anyone speaks, they should do so as one who speaks the very words of God. If anyone serves, they should do so with the strength God provides, so that in all things God may be praised through Jesus Christ. To him be the glory and the power forever and ever. Amen." Dr. Foster, Dr. LaFave, Dr. Wright, and Professor Wyberud have all prayed numerous times that God would bless our education and ability to retain all that we've learned, reminding us that we will deliver thousands of anesthetics in our life. My prayer for this class is that no matter where we go in our careers, that God would bless the work of our hands and for us to use our gift in serving others to glorify Him. Now, if I could take a moment and have Dr. Wright come forward, please. If I get anything wrong, you can correct me, but some of you may know and others may not, Dr. Wright is retiring August 31st. She has been a CRNA for 25 years and a professor of nurse anesthesia at Union for 13 years, the director of the program for 8 of those years. Is all that correct? Her job requires her to attend faculty meetings, teach anesthesia courses, report to the COA, which is our governing accreditation body, and assist with simulation lab, all while working at Jackson General as a CRNA and maintaining home life with her family and all of her grandbabies. In addition to all this, she has led multiple mission trips to the Dominican Republic. So tonight we want to tell you how much we love you and for all that you've done, for the impact you've made. So, on behalf of your last anesthesia class, we got you a gift. Thank you so much. One last thing. Dr. Wright, we made a video for you, so try to hold it together.